today I'm using the big green egg and we're gonna make some pork belly. Hey yo, this is Dash. Alright, so today, as I stated, I don't know why I always say it twice, but I'm going to be making some pork belly for my wife and kids tonight. My son has been chomping at the bit, my oldest son, for some pork belly. So today he's getting his wish. I also haven't cooked on a big green egg in I feel like forever. The last time he and I cooked on the big green egg. Tonight I'm not going to have him cook on the big green egg. I'm going to be cooking. I'm going to be doing the pork belly. I'm going to show you guys how I get the skin crisped up on that pork belly, as well as cooking it slowly. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so as promised, I told you guys I would be cooking with some pork belly. So this pork belly, my wife and I actually picked up from the, this is from H Mart, which is a Korean market not too far from my house. It says the best Asian market in America since 1982. This is, it says pork chunk, bone-in rib belly. So pork belly, and it's skin on, bone in. This is what she likes, so we get this. This was actually $4.99 a pound, and it's 2.5 pounds of it. So I'm going to set that off to the side for a second. You guys know how I am when it comes to seasoning things. One glove on the left hand, seasoning in the right hand. And I will be using the Heaven Made seasoning that one of you guys sent out. Next Best Thing sent this out, and this is the rib rub I'm going to be using. Again, Heaven Made Texas Best rib rub. We're going to try that out today. So let me get the package opened up. And actually, this is a perfect opportunity to use one of these new knives I got not too long ago. So I have this smaller knife, and if you want to, I'll leave a link in the descriptions for the knife set below, and it's an Amazon link. Alright, so you see this? This is basically the rib bone, and this is a rib and the belly, the pork belly, all together. So I'm gonna cook these kind of like I would some ribs, but I am going to score this fat. One done, and let's do the other one. Alright, so again, for the seasoning, I'm going with Heaven Made, and this is the Texas Best Rib Rub on these today. And put this together. All right, everything is good and seasoned. I'm gonna go check on the grill. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my pork belly on. I'm trying to debate on how I'm gonna have this in here. I think I'm gonna put it more in the middle. And I can tell you guys already that the smell that's coming off of here is pretty amazing. So I'm gonna get this closed back up. All right, so I got that closed back up, and I'm gonna just kind of let it hang out. I'm trying to have the temperature be about 300 degrees. I'm gonna let it hang out for a while, and if I need to speed up the cook, I will. Put the heat down just a little bit so I see it climbing up. So at about 350. So I'm gonna watch this for a little while. Then once it settles in and I figure out what the temperature is going to be, I'm actually going to go ahead and get some temperature probes out here so that I can monitor these, and I'm going to kind of cook them like I would some ribs, because the majority of it is rib meat. All right, so I came outside and the temperature was closer to 400 degrees. I've been inside for probably half an hour, 45 minutes, and they look good. They're looking really good. I'm gonna flip them over. Alright, so I told you guys earlier I was going to monitor these ribs and cook them more or less like I would be cooking, actually monitor this pork belly and be cooking it more or less the same way I would be cooking some ribs. So I'm looking at the temperatures here, and they're pretty high. All right, so when I came outside, the temperature was closer to 400 degrees. I choked down the air in a little bit just to bring the temperature down. I want to slow it down. I don't need these things to be done for quite a while. So the temperature right now is hovering right about 350 degrees. I'm okay with that temperature. I don't really have a method to tell you guys. I just kind of threw them on the grill here, and I'm pretty much guessing and checking right now with the temperature. So what I am going to do is the temperature between the two of the ribs is off. So I want to try and put the probe in a similar place in both ribs, and I'm hoping that'll help me get the temperature, have it a little more consistent. And no, not really. So what I'm going to be doing soon is I'm going to be moving the ribs. I keep saying ribs, the pork belly up to try and crisp up the skin really well. But I'm gonna let that hang out for a few minutes. I'll be back out in a bit. All right, so it's been a few minutes and I'm gonna go ahead and get this open back up. And we are sizzling pretty good here. So the diverter plate, there's 3 openings on the diverter plate. One, I have it, the way I have it set up, there's one on the front, one over here, and one over here. I'm basically moving the pork belly to the edge of the smoker here, the grill, and I'm trying to get this skin crisped up pretty well. The first time I did pork belly, or this particular pork belly, I had the skin crisp really well. I've been chasing my tail ever since, trying to get the same result. So we'll see. My wife specifically asked me to crisp the skin up like it was the first time. So we'll see if I can make that happen. But I'll be back to check on this in a few minutes. So the pork belly is turning out great. It hit the temperature I wanted, but it's not crisp like I want it to be. But I don't want to burn it either. So I don't quite know how I can get the skin to crisp up anymore, but I mean, that looks pretty daggone good. I'm gonna let them hang out for just a few more moments, and then I'll go ahead and bring them inside. I just really want that skin, that outer edge of the skin to crisp up some. I'm trying to figure out what I have to do to have the heat directly up on them. That'll obviously help crisping the skin up. So I'm gonna finagle with it for a second. All right, so in order to crisp the skin up, I'm gonna burp this guy here, or Sammy. So you can see there's some flames coming up in the back. I actually want those flames to just kiss the fat portion of the pork belly here on these. Just want to crisp the skin up really, really well. I know if I took the diverter plate out, I'd have no problem getting it done, but I don't want to do that. I'm gonna let that hang out for another 5 minutes or so. I'll be back. I'm back out here, and the temperature has come up quite a bit. Here's a little piece, and I think that's gonna be it. Seems really crispy. Goodness, this looks really good. I'm gonna get the grill turned down just a little bit, but I'm gonna leave it leave the fire going so I can get some self-cleaning action going on in there. I think that pork belly turned out pretty good. Alright, so if you're like me, you also hate it when you have a fire and before your fire goes out, well, got a little bit of a grease fire in there. Let's hurry up and get these on. So these are peppers from our garden, the last green peppers from the garden, and I'm just gonna kind of set them inside of the grill here. Let those roast off for a little while. Let them soften up. All right, look at these. These guys are roasting up pretty well. I do still have the diverter plate in the grill and the temperatures have come down, but I'm gonna leave these guys alone and I'll be back out here in another couple minutes. But they are softening up and I'll show you they're roasting pretty well. They're getting there. I don't know, I'd like this to be a little more done, but this one is nice and good, nice and roasted. But they're turning out really well. This was awesome. Give those another minute and then I'll take them off. All right. These peppers look pretty darn amazing. Roasted peppers from the grill, from the garden, on the grill. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. All right. Turn the heat up a bit and let it kind of self-clean. I'm out. Look at these peppers. All right, so there you have it. Tonight's meal, cooked on a big green egg. Thank you, Sammy. You guys can't even see Sammy, but she's right there. It's too dark. It is only 5:30. 5:30, and it is pushed back. Thanks, daylight savings time. Anyway, thank you guys so very much as always for watching. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. If you like what you saw today, if you learned something, please leave me a thumbs up down below. Need to leave me a comment, have a question, please do that down below as well. Don't forget to turn on the notifications so you can make sure you're notified whenever one of these videos goes live. And is there anything else I'm forgetting? Subscribe, like the video, comment, notification bell. Thank you as always again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.